Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video on what I did here so y'all can, maybe this will help. It's Suzuki Kizashi headlights, putting the LEDs in them. They have these big holes back here. You got to take a cover off and you got to get in it. It's got a little clip and all this for the H1 or whatever headlights they usually use. And it's just impossible to get to because it's underneath this beam and everything. So you do have to take the bumper loose. I saw one guy took the whole thing off, but you don't have to take the whole thing off. You take some bolts loose on top. There's a couple in the fender well right there, and then you can pull these snaps. They kind of got to pull back and up and get it over the hood release, and then you have the bumper pretty much loose. Get it loose from this side. Then on the headlight itself, you got a little pull tab here with a flat screwdriver and a couple of bolts, and then on top and then underneath you've got a couple more right in there that you take off. Little 10mm bolts, no big deal. Then you can get you got to wiggle it around, get it loose, you get it out. Now once you get it out, you can see these. This is the main beam. That's the high beam. They have these little clips to clip in a normal light. Well, if you're doing that, that's fine. Just put it in, go with the flow. If you want to do the LEDs, I noticed inside there's this little plate. You can see that little line there in the glass, which is about how far this little plate came up and blocked the light. And I guess they do that because the normal bulbs that were in it were pretty bright, and voila. But if you want to put the LEDs in and be really cool, you need to get rid of this plate because it blocks half the light that the LEDs are trying to put out. And then you'll put it in there, you'll drive down the road like I did, you won't be able to see a thing until you put on your high beams. And once you put your high beams on, it'll be bright as all get out, so you're stuck between seeing nothing and seeing blinding people. So you gotta get this little plate out, and how I did it was I stuck this piece of rod in there. It had some really heavy threads on it from a wire spool. If you have anything, you could like a piece of metal, you could cut a notch in it to hook on there, hook on top of that thing, and just wiggle it and wiggle it and wiggle it until these two little tabs break loose. And once that breaks loose, it'll be loose inside there. It's hard to see, and I thought, great, now I just got a piece of metal laying around in there. But underneath this housing, you got like 4 screws to take it out. Well, I can't see them right now, but I've already got them out. And underneath, you can see into where the light is, where the beam is. It will fall out that bottom. Grab it with a pair of pliers, like some long needle nose, because this is like way down in there, as you can see, and you can't get your normal sized hands in there. You'll be able to grab a little piece will stick out eventually after shaking it a bunch. Grab it, pull it, and you see this little piece here is bent down. It was bent up, and it'll be the tallest thing and it won't come out. So you got to hold it at the bottom, stick a screwdriver or something through the hole right there very carefully, and hold it and push that little tab, and it'll bend right back over pretty easy. And then you can get this out. You can see where I wiggled it. It broke right there and right there at the bottom, and it's a little rough there where I've been wiggling it, and then it'll come out. And then once you've got that out, you go ahead and they take the LEDs. They usually have this little thing that snaps under there, and then you have to push the LED light in, which I'm telling you is just completely impossible. My hands will testify to the fact that you can't do it while it's still in place. So you will have to take this loose and get it all out. But then once you take that off, you can come and look now. You can see that the LEDs are the light coming from both sides of the LED are now coming through here, when originally it was like that plate was blocking off half of that light. So by taking that plate out, if you're going to go with the LEDs, again, if you're just putting the normal Sylvania bulbs or whatever in it, you know, I'm sure they did that for a reason. But if you do put the LEDs in, you might want to take that out. And it can be done, I'm proof, and it'll make it a lot better, because with that plate in there, you go with the LED lights. I know you can't see anything. And you put the high beams on, and it's like you're blinding everybody with these massive laser beams that are melting the trees and the cars and stuff, and it's just really bright. So you go from blinding people down to low beams and not even be able to see the white line on the side of the road, or the line in the middle, and you can't see anything, and then you'll turn your brights back on and then be able to see everything. So this, with that plate out with the LEDs, should be the way to go. Hope that helps. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks.